From Cathie Wood's latest prediction for Dogecoin and cryptos and the rising price of Doge to all the latest data and updates, some massive things are happening right now. So let's talk about it. So first of all, we are now seeing that there is a slight dip in the overall market during the last 24 hours. We can see here that major coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum have dropped by almost 2% during the last 24 hours. However, the good thing is that the overall sentiment for the market is still positive, and I'll talk about it in this video. But the other thing to note here is that Dogecoin has clearly outperformed other cryptos during this time as it has moved above the 16 cents price level. And talking about the overall crypto market, crypto hedge fund veteran Su Zhu thinks that widespread adoption of cryptos is inevitable as macro events accelerate use case scenarios for blockchain technologies. Su Zhu says that one consequence of the US-led sanctions against Russia for invading Ukraine might be that some nations don't go along with the prevailing trends. He thinks that after this issue, we will see countries really aggressively move away from overdependence on the existing financial systems. According to him, part of that is embracing technologies that are credibly neutral, also working on creating alternate systems to the ones that exist. This whole process will take years and years, and the role that crypto plays in this is many-fold. Zhu also believes that we will have the continued adoption of crypto by the West as an expression of liberal values, freedom of speech, and also freedom of money. He thinks that we are now entering a phase for crypto now, where it is in the big leagues. So this is positive news for cryptos as more and more market leaders are predicting massive growth for it. And now, let's come to the big update for Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and others coming from Cathie Wood. So ARK Invest founder Cathie Wood says she views Bitcoin as a disruptive innovation in line with corporate giants like Amazon, Apple, and Tesla. In a new YouTube video, Wood explains how recent history shows that disruptive tech eventually explodes in market cap despite doubts from investors. She explained that during the early years of Amazon and Apple, people were saying that they were going bankrupt. However, both these companies have now become one of the most successful tech firms in history. Wood also highlighted that investors were also less than optimistic about the growth prospects of electric vehicle maker Tesla. She said that investors were saying that Tesla was not going to be able to scale its manufacturing. It was going to run out of money. The large auto manufacturers were going to run circles around it, but Tesla is up 20-fold since then. And then coming to Bitcoin, she highlighted how her investment management firm had to reckon with doubters when they first bought into Bitcoin. She revealed that when they first gained exposure to Bitcoin in 2015, many observers basically dismissed their investment. And she said that Bitcoin at that time was at a $6 billion market cap. Today, it's nearly $1 trillion. So what she is trying to say is that despite all this criticism of Bitcoin and cryptos, they are eventually going to thrive over the years just like firms like Amazon or Tesla. Now, another recent update coming from Wood is that she believes that decentralized finance could threaten the supremacy of financial institutions. She previously stated that the financial revolution is DeFi, and the combination of digital wallets and DeFi is going to hollow out a lot of financial institutions. Cathie Wood thinks that it may already be happening because a lot of lending and saving is taking place on DeFi because it offers lower loan rates and higher saving rates, so that's a compelling combination. And DeFi is scaling enormously and has already had its resilience tested by past market developments. She also believes that DeFi users were leveraging Bitcoin and Ethereum during recent market stumbles, and it is evidence that the DeFi ecosystem is still going strong. So she is actually trying to say that the DeFi sector is actually getting stronger along with cryptos, and she thinks that traditional financial sectors are going to be diminished due to it. So this is basically good news for cryptos since Cathie Wood is praising the industry. And her support for cryptos means a lot for it since she is one of the most successful investors in the world, and investors actually follow her investment advice. Now, we know that Cathie Wood has been involved in crypto sectors for years. For example, last month, we saw Cathie Wood's investment firm ARK Invest adding one of the most prominent Bitcoin on-chain analysts, David Puel, as a crypto researcher. David Puel is going to start as a crypto and on-chain researcher at the firm. With his new role, it is expected that he will push the barriers of on-chain analysis for Bitcoin. So this is a good thing, and the most important thing to note here is that Cathie Wood is now showing more and more interest in cryptos and crypto-related investments. In addition, we also know that she has remained very bullish on Bitcoin even when it has been struggling to move to the upside during the start of this year. We can see here that her firm has previously made a prediction that Bitcoin's price could exceed $1 million by 2030. They believe that this is going to happen because Bitcoin's global adoption and usage are still only in its early days, and the institutional ownership of Bitcoin will broaden in the future. Moreover, Wood believes that Bitcoin is a significant asset class and a new monetary system capable of more than merely inflation protection. Now, all of this is also very important for Dogecoin and its holders. So if we go back to September 2021, Cathie Wood revealed that ARK Invest's future exposure to cryptos would be around 60% Bitcoin and 40% Ethereum. This is because their interest has grown in Ethereum owing to its upcoming proof-of-work to proof-of-stake transition. The important thing to note here is that Dogecoin is also going to transition from a proof-of-work protocol to proof-of-stake. So the point is that since ARK Invest is investing in ETH as a result of the proof-of-stake shift, it is quite likely that the firm will also invest in Doge. Moreover, Elon Musk's consistent support for Doge can also inspire Wood to get all in on Dogecoin. And if it happens, Dogecoin is going to get an endorsement from one of the most successful investors in the world. All in all, Cathie Wood's interest in cryptos and her bullish forecasts bode well for Bitcoin and the broader market. This is because we already know she is one of the best money managers and has consistently demonstrated the most compelling and, so far, accurate investing methods. Wood and his firm have largely been successful in investment, generating enormous returns for their clients over the years. As a result, her growing interest in cryptos is likely to persuade a large number of institutional investors to get on the crypto bandwagon. And with that being said, let's come to Dogecoin's current price movements. So we know that Dogecoin managed to surge by more than 10% the other day after the news regarding Elon Musk joining the Twitter board. So this surge resulted in Dogecoin moving above the 16 cents level, which it was eyeing for so many days. And as of now, Doge is still looking good as it has been trading in the green during the last 24 hours. Moreover, its technicals have become stronger owing to this rally, and it appears that Doge is now heading towards the 18 cents level. And now, let's come to Bitcoin for a minute. So we can see here that Bitcoin is currently moving sideways and it has gained some losses in the past few days. After going above the 47K level, it is now trading around the 45K level. However, the overall momentum is still bullish for Bitcoin as its technicals are giving very positive signals. Meanwhile, we are also seeing some very important data and updates for it, indicating a bullish scenario for Bitcoin. For example, there is a huge buying spree going on for Bitcoin. According to a report from crypto analytics firm Glassnode, with Bitcoin net outflows averaging 96K coins per month for the past 2 years, exchanges' cumulative Bitcoin balances have hit multi-year lows. More precisely, they have fallen to their lowest level since August 2018. Glassnode says that the upshot of all this is that more and more Bitcoin is heading away from exchanges and into addresses that periodically purchase Bitcoin but don't spend it. So this clearly means whales are accumulating more and more Bitcoin. In addition to whales, we are now seeing that even retail investors have started to accumulate Bitcoin. As per Into the Block data, addresses holding 0.1 to 1 Bitcoin have increased their balances by 1.4% in just 30 days. It specifically states that since the January lows, all the clusters of addresses holding below 1 Bitcoin have increased their holdings up to 5.5%. So what we are now seeing is that these smaller entities have drastically expanded their proportion of the overall Bitcoin supply in 2022, and this is very bullish for it. Now, another bullish thing for Bitcoin is that MicroStrategy has just purchased an additional 4K Bitcoin. And now, the firm has the largest Bitcoin holdings among any publicly listed company. The acquisition brings MicroStrategy's total Bitcoin holdings to above 129K tokens, valued at roughly $6 billion. Moving on, according to Bloomberg Intelligence, the crypto market is maturing and Bitcoin is on its way to becoming the world's digital collateral as adoption progresses and prices continue to rise. It's said that despite lagging behind gold this year, Bitcoin is most likely to continue to outperform the precious metal. And now coming back to Dogecoin, we have just seen this positive update coming from Cathie Wood. Meanwhile, it is also showing some positive momentum, and it appears that Doge is going to surge even more. In any case, what are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section below.